What up, everybody? Here we go. Duke UNC, this is it. Auburn has already gone down today. Duke is the de facto #1 team in the country, assuming that we win the game, obviously. Last time this happened, that Auburn went down, we blew it at Clemson, so there's precedent for not actually following through here. Welcome in, everyone. I see folks, we already got plenty of folks in chat. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hopefully you all have been having a good day enjoying the basketball. The March Madness is in full swing. It's actually been in full swing for the better part of a week or so. I mean, it started maybe a week or 10 days ago when Michigan State hit a big one, hit a three-quarter court shot. Michigan hit another one as well, I think, to beat Maryland. We've had a couple other of the March moments here in the last couple of, and then obviously we have this one today. Chris, Herbert, Nick, Skylark, Shane, everybody's in town, man. Welcome in, everyone. We do have a delayed start. 6:45 is the technical start time for this, I guess, but we'll see. This Kansas game looks like Kansas is going to hang on to beat Arizona with 31 seconds. I bet Caleb Love probably shot them out of this. I haven't watched this. I haven't been watching this game. I just got back from a walking the dog here, so this is looks like Arizona's just going to give up. So 5 minutes and our game will start on time as scheduled. Actually, not even if you believed that it was actually going to start at 3:30 for you or at 6:30, I have some amazing stuff to sell you, because it never starts on time. Anyway, we can go through the A block, I guess, the top of the show. Here's the lead, right? Duke comes in with an 18-1 record, looking to win the ACC regular season outright. As Clemson is already underway in its game against Virginia Tech. I don't suspect that game is going to be much of a contest, the way that Virginia Tech has played today, and we can double check that as, Clemson is already up by 15 with the end of the first half, basically. All right, Clemson is going to go ahead and win. So they're going to end up with 2 losses in the tiebreaker against us. Therefore, we cannot lose if we are to take the #1 seed in next week's ACC tournament. Regardless of what happens, we'll start playing on Thursday, which will be the quarterfinal thanks to the double bye. Carolina comes in to this game hot, having won its last 6 games and put up an average of 90 points in each of those games. All right, the ACC's #1 offense, Duke, at 82.1 points per game against the #2 offense in Carolina, down at about 80 points per game. If you recall, at the start of the season, when we went to play at SMU, everybody was saying, "Oh my God, SMU is the top offense in the conference." And I said, "Wait a second, no, that's overly inflated because of where we are in the season. And SMU is a bunch of frauds." I was right. Okay, SMU at this point won't even make the NCAA tournament, and probably is not going to be in the top 4. Why? Because Carolina is taking the place of Wake Forest right now as the 4th seed in next week's tournament, thanks to its 6-game win streak. So, and they own the tiebreaker against SMU, despite the fact that both of them are tied with 6 losses. One way or the other, I think Carolina is going to be the 4 seed, which essentially sets up a potential semifinal game against the Tar Heels next week in Greensboro, I think, which is where the ACC tournament will be. So that's kind of what is at stake here. Obviously, North Carolina is looking to play its way into the tournament. The only teams that are a lock for the NCAA tournament are Duke, Louisville, and Clemson. Wake Forest has basically played its way out. SMU has played its way out. Carolina is looking to play its way in. It must win tonight if it is to continue to try to get into the NCAA tournament. I think they're dead one way or the other, but certainly Tar Heel fans would disagree with that. It is what it is. We need to put them to bed right now with a big win. Duke, with a win tonight, is going to have a 19-1 record in the ACC. It's the winningest record ever in the ACC, which is a little skewed because ACC didn't used to play 20 games. We used to play 2016. So I had to go back to say, wait, when was the last time that a team needed to win? That basically had to only lose once in order to win the regular season outright, and I could not find it. Okay, I'm not sure if this has happened in recent memory, and I went back to the last team that only lost once in the ACC, and that was UVA in 2017-2018 season. That was the UVA team that went on to then lose in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Okay, but however, that UVA team didn't actually need to only lose one game. They finished with a 17-1 record, but second place was us at 13-5. So they had a 4-game buffer, which is ridiculous. All right, last year, UNC was 17-3. The year before that, Miami and UVA split 15-5. 2021 to 2022 was us at 16-4, actually. UVA before that, 13-4, when we only played 7. It's a shortened season because of COVID. The FSU then went 16-4. UVA and UNC 16-2, and then came the 17-1 UVA team. So I can't really find any other time that the ACC has been this top-heavy in recent memory, at least since I left school the second time. It's kind of nuts that, like, you have to win every single game except for one in order to be the regular season champion. People talk about how the SEC has been, like, such a dominant conference. I think the jury is still out for that. We shall see. I did some fun work with Grok earlier today. I'll get into that in a second. But anyway, time to catch up on chat. That's my little spiel at the top. Billis with the call, indeed. Yeah, Billis and Schulman, because they sent Vital over to Auburn, Alabama, which technically is the higher ranked of the two games. This is an unranked UNC team, obviously, so it's like, I don't know. They brought game day here, so it's ESPN apparently can't get enough of Duke UNC. And also, I actually hate the idea of growing a beard, Skylark. It's extremely itchy and uncomfortable for me. So I just shave it off. I prefer the clean look. I can, but I have never done it because I actually really hate it. And it's really annoying. In any case, this is always a fun one to do because you know all the players. Everyone's a known quantity. We play these guys all the time. It's senior night for RJ Davis, so we're looking to spoil the party here. Duke in the black uniforms, looking to put Carolina 6 feet under and their tournament hopes along with it. Bury them like you're going to bury the person and then you're going to bury all their hopes and dreams like in ancient Egypt or something. Send both of them to the afterlife. And here we go. I have not heard anything about Malik Brown coming potentially back for this game. I know that was put in chat. I don't think that happens. John Shire was at a media day earlier this week. I think it was on Thursday, where he said that Malik Brown is progressing well. Malik Brown wants to be able to play, but the staff has held him out. He has not actually had full contact practice. The only contact practice may have been on Friday. It's still, I think he has at least a week. So Malik Brown for the ACC tournament, but not for tonight would be my guess. Knipple here after a very, very tough opening possession. Con Knipple will start the scoring for the Blue Devils, and that is going to be 2 points for Con here. Oh, he is playing. Oh, if that is confirmed, then that is that actually changes the complexion of the game a little bit. There's a steal there by Malawatch going up to Proctor, who's looking to dunk it. Oh, that should have been, that's actually Elliot Cadeau there with a block, and it'll be out of bounds. Keep it here for Duke. Ooh, Cadeau with it. That is clean. Well done by Cadeau. I don't think the Carolina logo got any bigger. It's always been like that. Flag is going to come off the screen and shoot three. Oh, I thought that was good. Actually, it is. It bounces in the very soft rim there at at the Dean Dome. Lets that one fall right in. 5-0 Blue Devils. An early start is going to be very important. I, for one, thought that Carolina could come out firing in this game and could be a very easy... Why isn't the score updating? It's because the ESPN actually is not updating. It is not my fault. It is ESPN's fault. There it is. So, okay. ESPN has it at 4-2. I have it at 5-2. Anyway, the second 3 is no good by Flag. They're going to fix it, actually. Apparently, Flag's foot was on the line. I think it's a 3. We'll see at the break. They're probably going to end up awarding that one back. So, 4-2 officially for now. As Cadeau drives in, and that's a turnover by Carolina. There, Jalen Withers couldn't handle it. Trying to cut baseline. And Sion James just going to take Cadeau off the dribble. That's a foul. That's a foul for Elliot Cadeau. Great move by Sion James. Really decisive there. This is obviously a 3. This is obviously a 3. Yet again, I'm right, the officials are wrong. The first of the free throws no good for James. It's a rare miss. He's shooting it at over 80% on the season. And he makes the second. It's officially 6-2. Cadeau coming off the screen right at the ACC. It's short. Flag down with the rebound here. Flag going to drive on Withers. Go right into the body. Going to turn him around. Nice with the right hand. Can't get it. The rebound is no good by Malawach, and Cadeau comes out with it. And Knipple trying to stay with him. Oh, great deflection there. Good hands by Knipple and Malawach. One of the two of them got it. Give and go there between James and Flag, and James will finish all the way 8-2 here in the opening going. A hot start for the Duke. Look, I actually can't recall recently where Duke has had a slow start. Except, well, actually that's a lie. The Wake Forest game was pretty bad the first 4 minutes, but we ended up scoring 100 and it was 95 at the end of it. But the first 4 minutes, whatever. But it wasn't 10 minutes worth of slow start, right? Oh, there's a shot by Carolina. I think that's Ian Jackson? No. Powell. Number 9. Drake Powell. There we go. 8-5. Good shot by Carolina. Here's Malawach wide open beyond the 3 line. Will not take a 3. Proctor driving. Oh, he's trying to get it to Malawach. It should be out on Carolina. Sion James with a scrum for it, and we have a ball out of bounds to UNC. This is what I was afraid of. Carolina coming out firing. They know they have to win. It's senior night, very high emotion. Got to get through the first 4 minutes of this game. Just got to get through the first 4 minutes of this game, settle in. Cadeau going left again. Oh, he's just going to put it up. That's out of bounds over the backboard. I don't know why the ref didn't call that earlier. The ref was like, I'm going to see if that comes down and maybe that'll go in. No, that's not how it works. Should have been called dead immediately. Oh, Knipple gets it stripped, actually, and he's still fighting for it. We got a held ball. That'll be a turnover, actually. Caught a little too loose with the dribble there. That's not good. So So that's a turnover. So we have 2 turnovers. I'm pretty sure 2 turnovers apiece as RJ Davis will inbound in front of the Duke bench. Yes, Skylark, that's fine. Sion James is my biggest key to victory tonight. I think some of the role players actually, obviously Sion James needs to play well in the assist to turnover ratio category. Oh my goodness, Flag is going to get called for a foul. That is a cheap foul. That is his first. That's a phantom foul. Hold on. In how? There we go. What a silly foul. Honestly, not what we're looking for here from Cooper Flag in the early going. I mean, I think he does hit him. But, yeah, not what we wanted to see. Not a good look. Duke starting 3 of 6 here, and Carolina starting 2 of 4. 1 of 2 from 3, and 1 of 1 from 3 for Carolina. Split box, thank you. Let's go there. It's the 1 foul. Who's got the extra points? Powell and Cadeau. That's the points that I'm missing on Carolina's side. And 1 foul. Yeah. Yes, Auburn did lose. Doesn't really make any difference. I don't personally do not think that it makes any difference. It might make a difference for Alabama because it could move them up the seeding lines, but like for Duke, it really shouldn't make that much of a difference. I still think we're locked into the number 2. I think Auburn probably doesn't fall that far, honestly. They lost to 2 ranked teams. They'll probably fall to like 10 or like 8 or something like that would be my guess, which is one of the problems I have with the whole, like, this is the problem with people that, like, I saw there were folks posting that, like, you know, there's like 6 teams in the SEC or something that have more ranked wins than Duke. Well, like, okay, duh, obviously, like, if you just, like, if you have a conference with 9 ranked teams, that is like half your conference. Like every other night you're playing a ranked team. You could basically like it's like throwing a rock into a pond and saying, am I going to hit water? Like at some point, like you're going to win. There's going to be an upset somewhere, or the 9 teams that are ranked within the SEC, basically half the conference, anytime they play each other, one of them has to win. Right? They can't both lose. So, and it's just like they're just going on a merry-go-round, basically, of being ranked. So if one ranked team beats the other ranked team and then loses to another ranked team right after it and then beats a ranked team right after that, they're still ranked. So they're just going around in circles, basically. Like it's not like, look, the SEC might get 10 teams into the tournament, okay? By the time we hit the Sweet 16, I'm calling it right now. You might have 3 or 4, all right? And you're going to get all 3 ACC teams into the Sweet 16, Duke, Louisville, and Clemson. So we have free throws coming up for Drake Powell here after the foul by Flag right before the timeout, and he makes the first one. So that's 4 for him and 6 so far. Now Drake Powell, if we flip the scoreboards here, Drake Powell had 12 points in the first game, and if you recall, actually Duke had a big lead against UNC at the start of the game, really at halftime, right? We held UNC to 25 points, which is their low for a half. And then we basically played it even. Oh my God, that's a travel. Oh, well, they're going to call a foul, actually. RJ came to my job yesterday. I told him if they were going to beat Duke today. He said, hell yeah. I think they want to think that they're going to beat Duke today. I mean, anything can happen. Look, it's Duke, Carolina. You never know. This game started as 11.5-point favorite for Duke. It's the largest road favorite for Duke in a long time. And I just don't quite... Oh, my God. Knipple dribbled it off his foot. Knipple's having a bit of a nightmare to start the game. Malik Brown is in the game, though, so y'all were right about the... he is active. Duke in a zone at the moment as it looks to switch up the defense here on Carolina. And here's a three-pointer, and that's no good there. So Sion James with the rebound, 8-7. Duke pushing up the floor. Sion guarded by James, and now Proctor back to James. James in the ACC, in the paint, and oh, that's going to be an and one. What an athletic shot by Sion James. He's got 5 points here. Wow. Holy cow. That is Ian Jackson there with the foul from behind. Watch out for that left shoulder, man. He's going to coming down hard on that left shoulder. Shoulders, ankles, feet, everything, man. It was just like every time somebody gets a hit. All right, 11-7 here as Sion hits the free throw and completes the old-fashioned and one. Isaiah Evans in the game now, so you got Flag Knipple, James, Malik Brown, and Evans. Good looking. So we're sort of back into this rotation there. Malik Brown with hand down, man down as RJ Davis hits three right over Malik Brown. That was ill-advised by Malik Brown. A little bit of rust coming back, maybe. Evans to... Oh, my God. I'm telling you, man, Khan needs to go to, collect himself on the bench for a little bit. He is having a nightmare of a game. I don't quite blame Isaiah Evans for that pass. I mean, here's Ian Jackson for three, in and out. James with the rebound, flies in for that one. Up ahead to Brown. Brown to Knipple. Brown was too far down underneath the basket here to make anything of it. The pass was not quite accurate. Here's Knipple for three. Oh, he does manage to get it to drop. All right, so Knipple with 5. That's a bit of redemption time for Khan there after the turnovers. RJ Davis gets cut off by Brown, fixing the mistake from the previous possession. And now this is Seth Trimble, and we got a foul. That'll be just foul on the floor here. Isaiah Evans will pick up his first. That Malik Brown, RJ Davis was a mirror image of the Austin Rivers. Was it Drake? No, not Luke May. No, it wasn't Luke May. It was one of the other guys. Zeller, right? That was like literally that play in reverse. The positions flipped. Trimble gets the first and the second. Carolina pretty good from the free throw line so far. Hasn't missed. Duke's missed one. James bringing it up, being dogged by RJ Davis. Does manage to get it across the timeline here. Knipple, same shot, same spot, same result. Let's say the shot had to think about it a little bit before going in. But it does drop. 8 points for Khan. After I guess he heard me, I was very, very hard on Khan there for a little bit. He heard me, and since he's hit 2 3-pointers. Good defense by Knipple, actually, on RJ Davis. Seth Trimble denied the 3-point shot by Evans, and now 7 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to take this turnaround jump shot. You know what? Let him take it. Malik Brown down with the rebound, gives it up to Flag. Flag Oh my God. What? That is the phantom call from the refs. Oh my. Get out of here. That is an acting job. This is an acting job by Drake Powell. God damn it. Flag to the bench with 2 fouls. Ian Jackson for 2 manages to avoid Isaiah Evans, who tried to take sort of a 3, but not a charge rather, but not quite. So basically, we're going to have to do it here without Cooper Flag. The 3-pointer by Tyrese Proctor. He says, no problem. Duke is hitting 3s early here in Chapel Hill. Proctor's got 1. Knippel's got 2. Oh my gosh, somebody just hit Mason Gillis in the head. Not quite. In and out for Davis. Good rebound by Evans. And up ahead to Knippel here. Knippel going to drive. And he'll just finish. There's Con Knippel. He's got 10 points. All right, Knippel's going to have to be the guy. The refs have been instructed to keep it close, apparently so. Knippel is going to be the guy. Duke has opened an 8-point advantage. Remember, we talk about this so often here, how, like, Duke all of a sudden, is it going to be, are we going to blow this thing into double digits here, or is we're going to give Carolina an opening? Here's Ian Jackson with a very tough 3. Oh my God, he actually hit it. All right, so Carolina saves themselves there with the 3 from Jackson. I thought that was a rather ill-advised shot. It was pretty decent defense, in my opinion. He just hits a real tough one fading away. Proctor manages to get loose and away from Davis. Malawach with the putback. Yes, Malawach, nice second chance opportunity in the cleanup. Duke by 7. Seth Trimble driving in. Fouled. He'll have to earn it at the free throw line. I think Knippel is going to be the one called for the foul. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Well, fouls are an issue. Like, there's only 4 team fouls. The problem is who they're on. I mean, if everybody just happened to have, like, 1 foul, I mean, Flag is going to go to the bench for, like, I don't know. You may see him back with, like, less than 4 minutes in the first half. We may not even see him back in the first half. And then he just comes in and has, like, a 15-point second half. Because we all know that Cooper Flag is a second-half player. He's much better in the second half. On average, he scores about 6 in the first and then 12 in the second to get his, like, 18, 19 average there. So, I mean, if the refs wanted to keep it close, taking our best player off the court is definitely one way to do that. There's 3 fouls for Carolina, and the third one is Jackson and Powell. There you go. So 24-17, actually, the advantage right now. Duke plus 7, as we are now shooting 69%, and Duke has hit 7 of the last 8 shots. Good for 9 of 13 and 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. So the 3 definitely going in for Duke. The 3's also hitting for UNC, though. 3 of 5 for Carolina, but only 5 of 11 overall. So 3 out of the 5 UNC shots, or makes rather, are 3s. Duke, the turnovers right now is the problem, though. Duke with 5 turnovers with only halfway through the first half. That is extremely uncharacteristic for our Blue Devils here. We're averaging, I want to say, like 8 or 9 a game. Anyway, that is, like, very off. As soon as we need to clean up the turnovers. The odd part about this is that Carolina only has 4 points off those turnovers, while they've turned the ball over 3 times, and Duke has 6 points off the Carolina turnovers. So Duke managing to capitalize on the Carolina ones more so than Carolina capitalizing on the Duke ones. But we're just basically denying ourselves possessions at the moment. So, but Duke definitely right now winning the rebounding margin 8-2. So that's nice to see. We've done a good job on the boards lately. In the last several games, actually. We had a bit of a slump there in the middle of the season, especially that Clemson game did not really go well on the boards for us. Since then, though, we've been really good. Oddly enough, actually, both Duke and Carolina, we talked about how Carolina is on this 6-game win streak. Both Duke and Carolina, the last time they lost was to Clemson. So we have a common enemy in Clemson between these two teams, as Clemson representing the last time that both of the teams have lost. UNC is riding on their emotions. Once it dies down, the game settles, Duke will begin to pull away. It does kind of feel like we're at an interesting point in the game, actually, about halfway through the first half, where you have Flagg that has had to go to the bench with the foul trouble, but Duke is on the verge of being able to pull away, right? We do this to teams where we sort of lull you into this like sense of sleep a little bit, where you're like, oh, Duke is up 8, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, Duke is up 14, and then all of a sudden they're up 20, right? So like, that's why I think that 3-pointer by Ian Jackson was such a big shot, because basically what would have happened there, if Ian Jackson had missed that, you're down to 14 points, right? And then Duke comes down the floor and now it scores, and now it's 24-14. So now it's Duke by 10, and now this margin actually does start to look a little bit like, like Duke might be starting to run away with this. So Ian Jackson's 3-point shot was huge there to keep Carolina in striking distance, or like at least with contact. But here we have another opportunity to remember exactly. It was a foul. That's right. So Seth Trimble at the free throw line. So with an opportunity to bring it back down to 5. And Chalk fan, yes, so Malik Brown has played tonight already, so he looks fine. So Seth Trimble at the line, and he will make them both. He's hit all 4 of his free throws tonight. And Duke here with the ball again, as James bringing it down the court, guarded by Cadeau. James driving, going left, and James will just finish at the rim. Nice play by Sion James. We've seen a lot of opportunities for Duke to be able to finish at the rim here. We've had James with success there. Knipple has had success at the rim. Duke being able to break Carolina down off the dribble has been kind of the early story of this game here. So Duke 26-19 right now, as the 3-pointer for Carolina for Withers, no good, and the rebound down to Proctor. Proctor trying to bring this up. So in here, another opportunity for Duke to see if it can go up 9 or 10 points. There's the screen by Malawach, and Proctor with a body on Jackson. Well defended, actually, by the freshman Ian Jackson. 13 on the shot clock for Tyrese. You got motion in the back between James and Knipple, but Tyrese will settle for the 3. Yes! And that is scored a 3. I thought it was close. So Tyrese with another one. Duke here by 10. So actually, well, they'll look at it. I think this is a 2. I'm going to stake my reputation on that being a 2 for now. So Duke by 9. Nice little pick and roll action there. And that will be a finish by Ian Jackson. Jalen Washington. We've been very fortunate so far with their injuries this year. Do not jinx it. I don't want any more injury anything. We need to be 100% healthy going into the postseason. Proctor off the glass, and another finish by Tyrese Proctor. These finishes at the rim have been working for Duke. Keep pounding the ball inside. There's points in the paint right now. 12 points in the paint for Duke. Only 6 for Carolina. You got to lock it down on the defensive side right now. Remember, Carolina only scored 25 points in the first half in the game in Cameron. They're at 21 right now with 9 minutes to go. Seth Trimble, good contest, actually, by Sion James to stay vertical. No foul call. Gillis up ahead. Thought about the 3 for a second, maybe. And going to give it to Tyrese, as Proctor will dance on Jackson. Proctor, what a move there. That's short, though. Oh, he got fouled. Oh, yeah, okay. They're going to give the foul. Ian Jackson going to get called for that. That's going to be the second on Ian Jackson. Wow. Chalk fan says he really wants to see Proctor have a big night, and Sion James too. Oh, yeah, you got him on the arm. That's true. I mean, Duke has hit 10 of its last 11 shots. So both phenom freshmen for Carolina and Duke with foul trouble here in the early going. Ian Jackson's got 2. Cooper Flagg had 2. Jackson's got 5 points. Flagg has 3. Proctor makes the first of the free throws. Bag work, Proctor. I mean, so far, Proctor and Sion James are having pretty good nights. Knipple's having the best night of everyone so far with 10. Proctor makes both. That's 9. And here now Duke by 11. So as Shane is saying, it's going to get into UNC's head that they're playing well, but still sort of losing ground. That is true, right? It was UNC got to as close as a 5-point game, and now Duke has managed to expand that 6-0 on a 6-0 run here. Carolina looking for a shot there. That one by Withers is no good, and the rebound down to the Blue Devils. So as we were saying, you get these like 8-point margins, and all of a sudden Duke is going to find itself up 14 as Isaiah Evans gets hit on a 3. And Cadeau picks up his second. And Duke will go back to the free throw line. Yeah, Cadeau undercuts Isaiah Evans here for sure. Like, this is not even close. He should cut the hair in the offseason. Oh, God. Isaiah Evans at the free throw line makes the first. So, chat, you guys want Proctor and Sion James to have the big nights. I think this needs to be a big night for Isaiah Evans. I think he's just like on the cusp, and like he's had big games in the past. Look, with Cooper Flagg out for the majority of the first half here, I think it's prime time slim opportunity for him to make a name for himself in the Duke UNC rivalry right now, as he goes up here to take his third. And that'll be least favorite UNC players. I go back to like the Ty Lawson and Tyler Hansbrough days. They gave us a Lawson Cameron on my freshman year, where we were ahead at halftime, and then they just came in and demolished us. That was the year they won the title. It was in 08? Was it the 08-09 season? It's an 09 effectively, yeah. It's another missed shot by Carolina as they now find themselves trailing by 14. And that should be I don't understand how that's a foul on Malik Brown. What? Rewind. Okay, hold on. Is he not set here? Oh, they get him for the leg. They think he tripped. Okay, they get him on the leg. All right, I'm good with this. I'm good with that, actually. At full speed, that was kind of hard to track, but I get it. I'm good. I'm okay with that. That is an accurate foul. So, I'd say Hurley, R.J. Davis. I'd say Old Bay. Bacon was awful, guys. That was so bad. Ladies and gentlemen, Bacon, that was a miserable 5 years, okay? Let's be real. That was just awful. Welcome in, everybody, by the way. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday. Does illegal screen count as a foul? Yes. Not only does it count as a foul, it's an offensive foul, which means it should count as a turnover. So that will give us another one. And that's going to be the 6th turnover there for Duke. It counts as a turnover on the player who committed the offensive foul. So there's an offensive foul and a turnover to Malik Brown. That guy hit threes all over us a couple of years ago. I think he was in Oklahoma. The transfer. Yeah. Oh, God. What was his name? God, it's not Luke May. That's another hateable UNC player, though. We go back through the box scores. Cormac Ryan? That was a Notre Dame transfer, though. Cormac Ryan was, this dude? The one that got 31? No, Kobe White, forget it. It was like one of their guards, forget it. Before Cormac. All right, we got to go way back. In case you can't tell, we've been doing this for a couple years. I got box scores going way back for games we've done. Let's try this one. Pete Nance? Oh, wait. Oh, the guy with the beard. Oh, but he blew it for them. Manic. Yeah, he blew it for them in the Final Four. Brady Manic. Yes. He was the one that turned into dud performance, though, when it counted, right? This was the year Carolina made it to the Final Four, and then they were just, like, rolled over and died. They weren't really that good of a team. There you go. Brady Manic right here. $21 points in this particular game. This was when Caleb Love was still playing. Looks like Proctor's, yeah, he got them there and blew it against Kansas. See? My memory is not that bad. But, okay, so Proctor's shot was a 3. And so it's Duke by 15 right now. And this is danger time for Carolina, right? Like, this is what we're talking about. All of a sudden, oh my God, it's a second foul, Malik Brown. Come on, dude. That is painful. Patrick Gungba getting ready to check in. So Malik Brown, back-to-back possessions, back-to-back fouls. I don't like that. John Henson used to annoy me, but getting 8 offensive rebounds per game. Mason Gillis gives up the baseline as Jalen Withers manages to convert for 2. So Carolina finally managing to claw some points back. Now Duke by 13. Knipple has definitely settled into the game. He's been quiet, actually, after he scored his 10 points. Gongpa looking for an opportunity, gives it to Knipple. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and he will take 3, and he was looking for a foul. Mason Gillis tries to tap it out. It lands in the lap of RJ Davis, who will take 3. Oh my God, it goes. Oh, that's a huge momentum swing for RJ Davis, actually. I mean, a tap out that just lands in his lap and results in a 3-point shot. How lucky do you have to be, man? So the 15-point lead down to 10 is consecutive shots for Carolina. Duke needing a bucket here. This lineup doesn't seem to be working as well. Knipple splits the double team, finds Gillis in the corner. Gillis for 3, and he drills it. Mason Gillis with a huge shot right now to calm things down as Carolina was getting hot. Wow, what an assist. Great assist by Knipple. Great finish there by Gillis, who's been doing well of late, actually. So Mason Gillis, nice to see him coming on, and that's a cheap foul that Proctor will get charged with, and that is the 7th. So RJ Davis will go to the free throw line for 1-1. I thought it was probably a foul on Knipple too. Actually, so what you're referring to is that one there by Seth Trimble when he swipes with the arm. So Knipple getting fouled there as he was driving baseline. Or you're talking about on the 3-point shot, which could have also been a foul. But this is what I was saying about Gillis. He got 10 points averaging in his last 2 games. I mean, he's coming on at the right time, if you ask me, which is great to see, too. So the 1-1 for RJ Davis, I mean, he's definitely going to make these. He's kind of the free throw shooter for Carolina, so I wouldn't be surprised. And Davis makes them both. It's basically free points at the free throw line. And Carolina now with Brings it to 11. Gillis up, pushing it up the court as Knipple, and that'll be stripped by Davis. Knipple was about to take a shot there. Carolina trying to bring the press and go full court. Duke actually did pretty well there to break it. I thought it was a great pass up ahead by Gillis. Really good vision down the court. But Davis manages to break up the little fast break there. Gongba, for my taste, looks a little lost right now in the offense, but he's got to sell it nice to get it to James out there. Gillis thought about the three being guarded by Withers. James, now Proctor, thought about the three. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and now he still has it. He will take it off the glass. No. That was a bit of a mess of a possession, honestly. RJ Davis. Nothing. Nothing there. Nothing there. Push it! Push it in transition! Gillis just... Oh, nice pass to Knipple. Knipple is ready, but he couldn't get it. But it's off Carolina, actually, as Duke will retain possession. Cal and Notre Dame ending in 4 overtimes. Wow, that is crazy, actually. As Flag will come back in. This is a risky move by John Shire. I did kind of say with about 4 minutes left in the first half, we might see Flag back. I wasn't that far off. He's got 518. It's like Notre Dame. Yeah, there's the final. Yeah, that is crazy. At Notre Dame, too. Keep it with Duke there, as we're having trouble inbounding, actually. Cyan, I think he's calling for a stack here. Flag's got to be really careful, man, especially on the defensive end. I know Flag loves to be really aggressive defensively, picking up steals, deflecting passes, but he's got to be very careful here. Does manage to get it. Great screening action there. And Flag is off. The mid-range jump shot, no good. Great screen by both Malawach and Knipple. I like how they set up that play. Yeah, and Flag's got to let Withers just go right by. He could not contest the shot. So that's where Flag had to be like really careful, right? Oh, James just driving in. Yeah, Flag just gets out of the way, which is exactly what he needs to do. This is why I think this is so dangerous. I'm not really sure if Shire should be playing Flag right now, but anyway. This is why I don't make the decisions. One-on-one, a clear out. Flag, yeah, wow. Nice mid-range shot. He gets that one to work on the clear out. Flag looks like he's locked in here, even though he's 2 of 5 right now. Duke back to an 11-point advantage. These last 4 minutes are going to be really key. We got to see... Carolina's going to want to really make this a game. Oh, great hedge out there as we bring the double team between Malawach and James on Davis. Carolina does manage to get it out. They've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ooh, almost a block. And Duke with the rebound there as Carolina comes up empty. Flag slowing it down a bit, looking for his guys to catch up. Nice coming off the screen is Evans. Evans driving too strong off the glass. So we got a run out. We got transition opportunity for Carolina here on Trimble. Flag's got to let him go. Oh, he missed it! Oh, come on. Lubin cleaned it up. Damn it. That is a missed opportunity there. Yeah, I mean, Flag can't play defense right now, right? So, that is a turnover by James. Ill-advised. It's basically, we're playing 5-on-4 on defense. Here's a 3 by Carolina. Flag with the rebound. We're playing, I guess, 4-on-5? He is playing smart, but, it's difficult, right? And here he goes on the offensive side. They're going to call a charge. Wow. That's the gamble. This is why I was saying I would not play Flag right now. I mean, this is actually a charge, even by the modified rules. He is set. So Withers with the foot there and flag. Yeah, this is the right call. That's the right call. This is what I was saying. This is so risky. Like, you cannot, I don't think it's not worth. Here's basically what happened, right? In the grand scheme of things. Where'd it go? Basically, flag came back into the game. Flag came back into, this is what I was saying. Flag came back into the game. He took 2 shots and he hit, well, he took 3 shots technically. He hit one of them, so he got 2 points. On the defensive end, he had to let 2 guys go by him because he couldn't play any defense. All right, so he gave up 4. So net, we're giving up 2. All right, plus, then he got the offensive foul on this end on this final shot. So you gave up, net, you gave up 2 points, and you got a 3rd foul on Cooper Flag. That's a disaster. All right, that was a huge mistake by Shire to even put Flag back into this position. And as Nick says, you have the lead. You don't need to do that. Big coaching mistake by Jon Scheyer right now. And it actually sort of compromises you down the stretch, right? Like, now you essentially have to know how you got to play the second half a little bit differently. I would not even start Flag in the second half because of the foul trouble. We need to treat Flag like we did at FSU. He will not go back until the 12-minute mark of the second half. It's exactly right. That's exactly what's going to happen. So now you've basically limited and look what you got out of it. He came back at the 5:18 mark, which I said was way too early. And now we're at 3:18. You got 2 minutes out of him. Right? And if you just waited until the second half, you wouldn't take him out with his 3rd foul even early in the second half. You'd probably at least get, 5 or 6. You'd probably just wait until that normal 12-minute or like 12:30 on the clock, which is when he usually comes out anyway, as like that's his like scripted, time to be on the bench. So you would have gotten 8 minutes. So now you blew it. Or completely blew it. This was completely mishandled. So now you have a 9-point game with coming off of the turnover here with Carolina with an opportunity to bring this down to 7 or 6. And these last 4 minutes are extremely important, right? Like, we know UNC basically played us even in the second half in Cameron. It was really that first half where they only scored 25. Here they have 35. So they're already doing a little bit better than they did in the first game against us. And we were playing well without them. You didn't need it. You just didn't need it. The other guys are getting good minutes. You're getting good contributions. Completely no. And Shire knows it. This is to Withers. Good defense by Malawach, honestly, on Lubin here to deny the screen, the pass in there. And now Proctor trying to get the pass, and Lubin is going to get the and 1. See, and now you're going to be able to have a 6-point game here, and Carolina's going to go on a run. The first foul on James. And Lubin makes it. So, as I said, it's now a 6-point game. The lead was as big as 15, and we completely threw that out the window for, I don't even know why. Like, just bringing Flag back in for no reason. Gillis trying to hit another big shot. In and out. Couldn't get it. He was open. He should have hit it. Here's Jackson, who gives Sean James the little shake there. Good closeout by Proctor on Withers to deny the three. RJ Davis again. He'll take the three. Oh my God. And he'll make it. And now we're down to a 3-point game. The wheels have come off with bringing Flag back into the game. I'm telling you, it was just not what you wanted to do. An 8-0 run for Carolina here. I told you the last 4 minutes and it was 4:18 on the clock. These last 4 or 5 minutes are going to be super important. And there's another turnover because we can't get the lob to work. We should just stop throwing the lob, man. I'm telling you, Davis is going to score. Timeout. This is way out of hand. This is way out of hand right now. Timeout. Timeout. We have completely misplayed the end of this half. Completely mishandled it. You could not bring Flag back into the game. We're playing 4-on-5 on defense because you cannot have Flag there playing defense, and Carolina was just scoring. You cannot, no. So bad. So bad. I mean, the lob is sort of lazy, right? We haven't been hitting lobs all season, and James tries to put up a lob to Malowacz, who isn't really set for it. The turnovers story is just horrific too. 9 turnovers in the first half for Duke, only 3 for Carolina. It is just unraveled for us. Yeah, it's just a total giveaway. You didn't need to, it's just a lack of composure. But honestly, I don't blame the players. I blame the coaches on this one. So, I don't know. I think this has been a total coaching disaster for the last 5 minutes of the half. Just as. James gets fouled going to the rim. That'll be on RJ Davis, I think. This is first. At least we have an opportunity to score at the free throw line. But yeah, I mean, our defense really has not been able to hold Carolina down, right? I mean, Carolina's been averaging 90 points per game over its last 6 games. Duke comes in holding opponents to 62 points on average, and Carolina has 40 in the first half. The defense has not done it, has not gotten it done. The offense has hung in there. I mean, the offense is basically what we'd expect. It just is. This is kind of the Duke averages right now. But defensively, we've really fallen apart. James makes them both. That gives him 10. So he joins Knipple and Proctor, who both have 10 at the moment. So Carolina trailing by 3 with a minute 30 here. It's minute 22. There's another 3-pointer. That's no good. Should be a rebound here. A pretty easy rebound for Malowacz, though. Just calm things down here. Get a good shot. Just pick and roll. Proctor going to go for 3. Too strong. Trimble with a rebound. Knipple got stuck underneath the basket. He was in not a good rebounding position. Carolina with another opportunity here. There's Lubin rolling. Malowacz will drop back to cover. Carolina cannot keep it for the final possession here. It's about a 35-second game clock, shot clock differential. Davis manages. He's got 15 so far on his senior night. And we should hold this till the final shot. You have a 5-second game clock to shot clock differential. You hold it for an offensive rebound. You basically want to take the shot with the shot clock expiring here. Do not give Carolina another opportunity to score. James driving on Lubin. James trying to go off the glass. There's the putback by Malawach I was talking about, but it's come too early. Carolina with an opportunity here at 4 seconds, and Davis is going to put up a 3. No shot. 43-42. There was as many as the lead was as big as 15 during this half, and now it's only 1. Flag with 3 first-half fouls for the first time this season. ESPN and refs trying to rig this. I mean, the charge was correct. Certainly the second foul was not. There's 2 of them are offensive. Shire says flag needs to be smart to start the half. I think it's way too risky to put flag back in. I mean, you just can't. You just can't even play. You can't play good defense. I don't know. When Coop comes back, he'll do Coop stuff and end up scoring like 15 in about 6 to 7 minutes. We're good. This is only because RJ Davis at the moment, he will cool off. I mean, I don't think RJ Davis on senior night could go for 40. I don't think that's like any sort of like all bets are off, honestly. Yeah, it's just you're just giving up way too much here. Defensively, I mean, we're going to have to hold Carolina to 30 or less in the second half. I mean, we're one of our last 9-0 field goals in the last 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I mean, literally since the one field goal we scored was the one that Cooper hit. And that's been it. But everybody else was like flowing, man. We put them in and it's just like hasn't worked. 9 turnovers for Duke hasn't worked either. The turnovers are way too high right now. We really got to lock in. We got to lock in defensively, and we have to just lock in on the turnovers. As Nick says, I'm assuming RJ Davis isn't cooling off. I am also going to assume that RJ Davis is not cooling off. Not on his senior night. And if he puts up a 30, I would seriously just not even blink. I'd be like, yep, it's probably, that was probably coming. Yeah. Right now, nobody can guard him. He's 5 of 8. And 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. So, not good. I mean, he's got 3 out of the 5 Carolina threes are RJ Davis. He's really the only one doing much of anything. I mean, nobody on Carolina has more than 5. Nobody else for Carolina has more than 5. Yeah. I don't know, like, I mean, if you are going to play flag in the second to start the second half, you're going to have to play defensively. You're probably going to have to go to a zone defensively just to try to protect flag. So if you really wanted to force it, I guess you could. I don't know if you should, though. Right? I'm not sure there's any need to really do that. I mean, you have Proctor with 10, Knipple with 10, James with 10, all playing very well. Gillis hit a 3 that was a big shot. Isaiah Evans hasn't really gotten into the game very much, you'd say. He had his 3 points come off of 3 free throws that he hit after being fouled taking a 3. But, I mean, Duke at least were 9 of 10 from the free throw line. The rebounding, though, I mean, we're still out-rebounding Carolina. When we first looked at this stat, it was 8-2, so we were +6. Now we're at 19-10. We're actually +9, which is more, but like it doesn't feel that way. It feels like Carolina is beating us on the glass right now, getting a lot of defensive rebounds, just closing out a lot of one and done possessions here, especially late. These last 5 minutes for Carolina were really, really good. Duke will end up winning, and UNC fans will say they're overrated while simultaneously saying they kept it close. So that should get them in the tournament. Yeah, you don't get in for close, unfortunately. That's not how it works. Too many turnovers. They finally started turning those into points. I mean, yeah, so they've converted this nine turnovers here into 11 points. It's not a great ratio, to be honest. I mean, at least it's much better on the Duke side. We've turned 3 Carolina turnovers into 6 points, but like they just haven't been turning it over, right? Like if this was 9 and 18, we'd be great right now, right? I want to feel like I need the worm right now because this really kind of came apart. Yes, here's the worm. So right here at this 4:47 mark, Cooper Flagg makes this jumper, and that's the last time Duke made a basket in the second half at all. And then just Carolina just like running it up, basically. Let's see. Clemson going to win here 60-44. That's no contest, really. It's going to beat, yeah, Boston College. Boston College had a spirited game against Clemson. Took them down to the wire, but ultimately didn't pull it off. Louisville beat over Stanford there. Wow, Miami got a win over State. Yeah, State will miss the tournament, I believe. They're in the bottom 3. Wake Forest beats a 500 Georgia Tech team. Wow, Florida State beat SMU. I didn't see that one. So yeah, so basically, even if Carolina were to lose, they're still the 4 seed. So Carolina is officially the 4 seed in the ACC tournament next week. And then yes, this Notre Dame one in overtime. It's crazy. They scored more points in overtime than they did in any of the respective halves. That's insane. And they played 4 overtimes, which is effectively the same as another half. It's another 20 minutes. That's insane. Here's the other interesting one is that, remember, Duke, looks like Carolina here has 3 more shots than Duke. I wonder how exactly... They only have 1 offensive rebound, but it's the turnovers that are the big differentiator here. That, I mean, Duke has denied itself the opportunity to have 9 more shots, right? So even if you had 3, let's say you evened them out, you had 6 more shots, you're hitting it at a 50% clip. 50% is 3, that's 6 more points, you're up by 7 instead of being only up by 1. I mean... And maybe even Carolina is down more. There's more of a differential because Carolina doesn't get a shot off the turnover. So, yeah. If Duke loses, who takes number 1? Houston would be my guess. They're at number 3. What do I think at Auburn? I think Auburn is going to lose to Michigan State in there. If the bracket goes as Lunardi predicts and Michigan State is in Auburn's region, Michigan State will beat Auburn. They will lose that game. Carolina having a season-long crap fest, and then they're still going to end up with a double bye in the ACC tournament. I mean, that's like the middle of the ACC is not like it's just everybody beating everybody, right? There's no like the only there's 3 runaway teams in the ACC, and it's Duke, Louisville, and Clemson, and then there's literally everyone else. It's like there's 2 tiers. There is the A tier, which is all the teams getting into the tournament, and then literally everyone else. So. Yeah, for like a 16 team league? 16, 17 team league? $17, I guess. Yeah. 18 team league. 17 and you played 3 teams twice. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's basically how it's like come out. Three, 4, 5, 6. $18, yeah, I was right. And so your bottom 3 are going to be NC State, Boston College, which is going to lose to Pitt, so it doesn't really matter, and Miami. So these 3 are eliminated. They will not go to the tournament. The tournament will only take the top 15. Yeah, Wake also down the stretch. I mean, the game that Wake had against us was not good for Wake. Yeah, I mean, Shane, we have yet to prove that we're able to win a close game late, right? A lot of our games have really been blowouts, where we've just been completely dominant. But like the 2 games that were close late. Actually, 3 games that were close late, we blew all 3. The Clemson game, the Kansas game, and the Kentucky game, we blew all 3 of them. So, I mean, as long as somebody manages to play Duke close, so far we haven't been able to win. Like these 1-possession games, I don't know. We just haven't been able to win the 1-possession games. Like here's the Kentucky game. See, Arizona wasn't even a close game. It was a runaway. We won by 14. Kansas, 1-possession game, lost. Auburn also turned into a runaway. We won by 6. This is the only really close game that we managed to win. It was this Auburn game. It ended up being a 6-point game, but at times this game was not as close as actually 6 points. The Louisville game, we won by 11. It wasn't really close. This, not close. I mean, we're just blowing people out by this 27 here. This, blowout. Another blowout. Wake Forest. Close-ish. I mean, Wake Forest had a really good second half. We got tested. This game, maybe, I'd say it's like the only one. NC State, this final score is closer than the game really was. Carolina was the first time we beat them by 17. Not a game. This game, towards the end, lost it. Right? Blowout. Big, mega blowout. Blowouts. Mega blowout again. Like, look, like we've won 10 games in the SEC by more than 25 points. That's half the season. That's literally half the games. All right? And 9 of them have been won by 30 or more. It's effectively half. You only played 20. So, like, it's kind of nuts. I think Wake was 7-1 when they played us in Wednesday night. You might be right. It sounds about right. I think they were definitely up there. But yeah, they just fell apart, as Wake Forest tends to do. I mean, because for a while there, they were going to be the fourth. They were going to be the fourth seed in the ACC tournament, but then they were also going to be the fourth ACC team in the NCAA tournament. So they just basically played their way out of it. Who's our hero in the second half? I still want to say Isaiah Evans won, but I'm going to have to go with Concanipple. I think Concanipple is going to be the one. I mean, he's been averaging 16.5 points in the last 5 games, 54% from the field, and 11 to 21 from 3, which is also about 54%, 53%, if give or take. Where is he at right now? He got 4 of 6 and 2 of 4 from 3. So he's right at 50% from 3. He's 2 of 6 he's about 66% from the field, so he's a little bit better on the twos on the total side. But this Sion James stat with 3 turnovers here, it's incredibly rare. I mean, 3 turnovers, 0 assists. That's one of the other things that we didn't really look at. It says Duke with only 5 assists as 14 makes. It's almost slightly over a third, but basically Carolina is making our Duke players do it all on their own. It's very, very disruptive defensively, kind of really taking us out of that rhythm and that game where we're passing the ball around, and it's just really nice offense to watch rather. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's some games where it's just beautiful Duke offense, and Carolina's really taking us out of that. So not a lot of assists. And I think that's something we have to keep an eye on as we go through the game here. There is something about the rims in the Dean Dome, man, where the ball just dies on the rim. See, we had 2 threes that kind of did that. It just hit the rim, hit the backboard, it just dies. And then RJ Davis one also just hit where the rim and the backboard come in at 90, and it just died. It just rolled right back in. It just does not rebound off of that rim. Or it just does not rebound off that part of the rim, I should say, I guess. So it looks like flag will start here in the second half. Again, I think incredibly dangerous. We'll see. I don't know why we'd be the 3 seed, because we beat Louisville, so that tiebreaker should hold. I don't know what Dan Schulman is talking about there. Yeah, we wouldn't beat the 1 seed because Clemson would do it, but my God, that's almost a turnover here on the opening possession as we're back in action. Duke to start with the ball. Proctor with a little leaner and does get it to go. He's got 12. So nice recovery on that possession by Tyrese Proctor. Let's see if we can lock it down defensively here. We need to force some missed shots or turnovers by Carolina. Cadeau looking for Davis and does manage to hand it off. Is Proctor now on him? Davis has been red hot of late, and he will put up a 3. Oh my God. And he just can't miss. I mean, I am not expecting RJ Davis to cool off at all. As we talked about at the halftime, he's going to go for 30. You're just going to have to survive. RJ Davis is going to go for 30, and we're just going to have to win somehow. Oh, it's another steal as we were trying to force the ball into flag. It's another turnover here, as Davis is probably just going to jack a 3, or Withers is going to take a 3, and he's going to hit it. So timeout. Timeout if we can't get this to go here, man. Timeout. Flag driving in. Flag gets the soft roll. All right. This is like the Wake Forest game. We are not in a zone to protect Flag, actually. It's just straight up man-to-man. One of the things you haven't seen today is Knipple tried to get his arm into the passing lane. Oh my God. Drake Powell. All right, so Carolina can't miss here. 3 of 3 to start the second half. Yes, of course, of course. I mean, RJ Davis could jack up any shot he wants, and it's going in right now. And another turnover! We are all out of sorts, man. This is not good. And he's going to hit that. Yeah, I mean, Davis can throw up any shot he wants right now, and it will go. Timeout, Duke. As we said, timeout. You have to. 2 turnovers here. Carolina 4 of 4 to start. Duke with the 2 turnovers. This is all the recipe here. All the recipe of the Duke upset is right in front of you right now. You have the one guy from Carolina absolutely going off, putting up any shot that they want, and it's dropping. So watch out, because this is the Duke upset right now. And the whole like 3 fouls on Flag early completely disrupted the game. Completely disrupted the game and sort of the flow of what Duke wanted to do. I mean, it's contagious, right? Like every Tar Heel at this point is like, RJ Davis is hitting them all. I mean, I'm going to hit them all too. All of a sudden we find ourselves down 5. Like UNC has completely flipped the game on us. We were up by 15. We were up by 15 in a perfect position to just keep things going. But yeah, defensively, it has just not worked. I mean, UNC already has 10 points. We played 2.5 minutes of the second half. Yeah, as soon as we sub Flag back in with the 2, it has not worked. That was really the turning point of the game. Should have just let them keep going. Let the things keep going. It's like we're trying to force it. You can see like on the previous possession when Tyrese turned it over, he was trying to force the ball into Flag. Like that pass was not going to happen. It's like audible, man. Bail out of the play. You just keep trying to force the play, and all of a sudden you turn into the mistake. We can still make this work. This is very similar to the Wake Forest game, where they came out in the second half really hot, but then we sort of managed to like steady it and fight back. So we're gonna see here. All right, let's see what we come out here with. So out of the timeout, yeah, North Carolina 20-6 runs since Flag's third foul, but it was really all before that. And Flag finishing with the left hand, tough shot. Got 4 points so far. Maybe he can go toe-to-toe with Davis. I don't know. Here's Cadeau. Can we deny the ball to Davis, I think is the question. Screen by Lubin. Play this little pick and roll action, rather. I say play action. It's like we're playing football here. Good defense by Knipple, actually. He's going to drive it in and get it out to Malawach, who misses. And has to get it back out to Flag. So here, Duke with an opportunity, and he gets tripped. And Withers will pick up his first. It's actually the first foul for either team here in the second half. His shooting isn't bad, though. I mean, he's 4 of 7 from the field. It's actually quite efficient for 9 points. He just hasn't had many minutes. Oh, James missed him, actually. Now they're going to get into Flag. Still being guarded by Withers. Puts the ball on the deck. Nice spin move here. And turnaround jump shot, too difficult. Rebound down to Carolina. That isolation play there, that nobody to pick up the rebound. Here's Cadeau. And he will drive in. Cadeau for 2. Manages to use the rim as protection. Malawach was all over it otherwise. So still a 5-point game here. A lot of handy hand play there. Thought Flag could have given it to Tyrese for an open 3, but as Cadeau came down, but missed that opportunity here. 12 seconds here on the shot clock, and here's Knipple going to go for 3. That shot, no. Offline, actually. Drake May, we got a foul on the floor. Drake Powell. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, Carolina is just playing downhill, man. It's like our shots are not falling right now. I don't know. Somehow weather the storm and it's only a 5-point game. Carolina's going to have to inbound here when they get back. I mean, both teams shooting 50%, basically. 53 for Carolina, 52% for Duke. And Carolina's made 1 more 3. They've made more buckets, though. They made 2 more buckets, and so they're up by 5. Because now they have 16 points off of the Duke turnovers. I mean, this is the most uncharacteristic stat of the day. Is this, you have Sion James with 3 turnovers and 0 assists. That's insane. Like, our assist-to-turnover ratio is completely backwards. We have 5 assists and 11 turnovers. Everything is difficult. Right? Everything is isolation. Everything is one-on-one. That is just, I don't know. The 11 turnovers is just so uncharacteristic. That's the part that kind of really concerns me is just the turnovers and how the turnovers hasn't been fixed. Now, if we go from here to the end with no turnovers, great. But, like, we need to turn Carolina over. Like, our hallmark all season has been defense. Remember in Miami when we forced, 20 turnovers? Miami's a terrible team. But, anyway, you get the point, right? Like, all the times, hands in the passing lanes, none of that's working. Very passes that we're just intercepting or managing to get steals. Nothing. We're actually even winning the rebounding margin still, +9. But Carolina is taking really good care of the ball. That really is the story of the game. It's the turnovers. I could have seen this game where, maybe like the rebounding margin was close, but I did not see one where the turnover margin was so skewed. Ay, ay, ay. So Carolina inbounding. Malik Brown in the game now. He played sparing minutes in the first half here. As Davis now with the ball. We did a good job denying Davis the ball in the previous possession, but now he's got it. Being guarded here by Proctor. Lubin, they're going to play the pick and roll. Flag will go vertical, but Lubin will score right over him anyway. And it's 7 points for Lubin, and Carolina has extended to a 7-point lead. Duke needs a bucket bad right now. And we go to Proctor, and Proctor delivers the assist from Flag there. So finally, that action looks pretty good. That looks like the classic Duke basketball that we've been seeing all season. They tried the pick and roll action again. It was well defended actually by Duke. Is Aaron Jackson going to take a step back for three? Too strong there. Flag down with the rebound. And now Proctor, here's an opportunity for the Blue Devils. We've got to not squander this, who are down 5. Oh my God. Wow, that was almost a throwaway. This is Duke Carolina, man. That's I think we got away with one. I mean, this may be Duke Carolina, but I think we just got away with one. I don't know. Here's Knipple on the curl. Finds James. Nice. That is better offense. 2 assists on the previous 2 possessions. 2 buckets. Nicely done. That's what we've been wanting to see. RJ Davis being guarded by Malik Brown. This is actually better defense here. Has to give it up to Ian Jackson. Malik Brown having success against that's a foul. Jackson fouled there by Malik Brown. He wasn't going to get away with that one. It's the 3rd one for Malik Brown, actually. Here's another. Well, this gonna. How is this a shooting foul? What? What? How is this a shooting foul? He wasn't even in a shooting motion. Brown tried to strip the ball as he was driving. He's not even in a shooting motion. What is this? What? He misses the second, only 1 of 2. Still it's a 4-point game here. I don't understand that at all. Oh my God, another turnover by Tyrese Proctor. We are just getting worked, man. 12 turnovers. It's unbelievable. You just can't win like that. Oh, should have been an offensive foul by Trimble. It's a block by Flag, though. Proctor driving in. Nice pass to Brown. Out to Knipple. Oh my God, an offensive foul. What? And that's another turnover. I don't think... Oh my God. Really frustrated our guy. I mean, our guys are frustrated. They're just making terrible mistakes here. Because Carolina is sort of like has stopped scoring here for a second, and we had opportunities the last two possessions to really cut into the lead, but haven't done anything. Jackson working on Proctor. Step back Jay. He's been taking these. So they haven't been hitting. He doesn't hit that one. So another opportunity here. We have to capitalize. Ball in the hands of Flag right now. Screened by James. We tried to go to James, but it wasn't there. Flag rising for three. No, I don't like that shot at all. So one and done. And there's the rebound here for Carolina. And a run out as Ian Jackson will finish easily. I didn't like the three there by Flag. And just Carolina runs it like just with the run out. Easy transition opportunity there. That's better. That should be a foul, but James will score anyway. That is better. That's what we wanted to see. I think that's what they tried to set up last time, but couldn't, so Flag just settled for the three because I'm probably a little shy of trying to drive it when he has three fouls. Cadeau on Knipple. Misses that. Opportunity here for Duke in transition to James. James too strong. Flag with a cleanup. So now Flag's got 11. So here we go. We played some good defense the last two possessions. Ian Jackson with a rather forced three-pointer and Cadeau with a little bit of a wild shot, honestly. All this while RJ Davis has been on the bench. Step back Jay for Drake Powell, in and out, rebound down to Flag. Duke with another opportunity here to push. Oh my God, what a behind the back there by Flag, and he's gonna blocking foul. Knipple was open in the corner though. We missed it. So this, no, rewind this. So right here, freeze it. I mean, Knipple wide open in the corner here. This is a money 3-point shot from Con Knipple. If Flag is to get this here, I mean, that's risking another foul here. That is risking another foul there. Seth Trimble, it was called a block, but this should. Cadeau does not recover this early enough where he would have been flying into Knipple. I mean, Cadeau might have fouled Knipple, honestly, but that Flag should have seen that one. That is just a money shot. That is a guaranteed shot there by Khan. I really guarantee that. I think that one goes in. But anyway. Anyway, like I said, we sort of a lot of resemblance to that Wake Forest game where Wake came out really hot in the second half. And we've sort of managed to steady things down. Granted, this has all been happening while RJ Davis has been on the bench, right? So, but Cooper Flag here with an opportunity to go to the free throw line for 2 and tie the game. Now, I suspect RJ Davis will come back off the bench off this after this 12-minute timeout. I think Cooper will actually. Usually, you see him come out around the 12:30 mark. In this case, he did not. I actually don't think Cooper comes out at all in the second half. I think having only played 9 minutes in the first half, usually he's good for 36 to 38 minutes a game. I think Flag just goes the distance. We don't sub him out at all in the second half. And it just kind of goes. So, anyway. I mean, yeah, all the sports have too many commercials, but I guess they got to take a breather. They need a timeout somehow. Two caters are coming out on the internet. All right, so flag to the free throw line for 2. Skylark's fun fact, I graduated in the Dean Dome. I suspect a lot of North Carolina schools use the Dean Dome. Either that or Cameron, right? One of the two. Flag gets both. And we have a tie game as RJ Davis is back, as we suspected. So that was a short rest for Davis, and I suspect he will go the remainder of the game with 20 points and only 1 foul. Here's Ian Jackson. Got to deny the ball from Davis. Actually, Caleb Foster in the game now, playing on RJ Davis. Maybe because Foster has fouls to give here, but good defense from Caleb Foster. Oh, that should be a turnover by Carolina, and it is. Good defense here by the Blue Devils coming out of the media timeout as we finally force the first Carolina turnover of the second half. I like that. So now we're going to have to capitalize here. Let's see. Can we do it? Oh, nice pass from Brown to Knipple. Good cut. It's Con Knipple. Man, the margins on that were just so small. This is an 8-0 run for Duke here. And now Malik Brown and RJ Davis. I like that as the defensive matchup. Davis gives it up to Jackson, who gives it right back to Davis. That has worked better here. The extra length of Brown are really disturbing Davis, and he turns it over. Right on cue. So 2 turnovers here for Carolina. Foster driving in. And great body control from Caleb Foster, who gets it off the glass. Duke by 4. 2 Carolina turnovers right into 4 Duke points. Getting back into it here. Think we've sort of really settled it in. Here's RJ Davis again. Malik Brown just being so disruptive. Great ball denial there. Sion James on Lubin as Carolina can't get it in. Now Withers on Knipple. Good defense by Knipple. Fight for the rebound. And, right into the hands of Knipple, actually, Sorry, Withers was going to try to save it. Sion James to Brown! Timeout, Carolina! Timeout, 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 timeout! Let's go! Woo! Yes, the defense from Malik Brown to RJ Davis has really changed the complexion of this second half. I think the extra length by Malik Brown is really disruptive. And remember, Malik Brown used to play for Syracuse. It's not like these two don't know each other, right? Like, Malik Brown knows all about RJ Davis. And it's a good thing. You know, I was so very surprised to see him back. It's a good thing he is. Wow, so back and forth we go here. This is going to be nip and tuck the rest of the way, boys. Duke by 6. And Carolina with the ball after the Hubert Davis timeout. Davis bringing the ball up the court, being guarded by James. Let's see if we get... No, he switches and Flag is on him right now. So it's Davis versus Flag. Let's see if we try to get Malik Brown on him at all. Nothing there. Malik Brown denying Lubin, and Lubin going in, and Lubin will score. Good play by Carolina coming out of the timeout. And a turnover. Oh my God. R.J. Davis with the steal, man. It was going well. Step back, too strong. Offensive rebound for Carolina, blocked by Flag, and down to Foster there, who cleans up. Wow, just dodged a massive bullet. Holy cow. Flag on Withers now. Let's see if he decides to take him off the dribble. Do not settle here. Brown gonna shoot a 3. Wait, oh, it hits it! Wow, I thought that was short. Let's go, Malik Brown. Wow, what a shot. Duke by 7. Oh, Brown almost gets the steal there. Davis tries to get the 3 back. No, and out on... Looks like Carolina to retain possession. No way is right. I was really disappointed. We should have come down with this rebound here. This is a big one here because it's Duke by 7 right now. If we can get a stop and go up by 9 or 10. See, so Foster on Davis. Withers there. Oh, it's blocked by Flag! But it'll be out of bounds. And this is the 8 o'clock. The 8-minute media timeout. It's a little past 8 o'clock on the East Coast. 8:25. Malik literally practiced for the first time after his injury only on Thursday. I know. That's why I was so surprised that he's actually playing this game. Thank God he is, because, like, wow. I mean, his defense on R.J. Davis has been a difference maker. And then hits a huge 3 to give us some breathing room here. UNC is going to have 7 seconds on the shot clock when we get back. Brown coming in clutch in this rivalry. He's a legend in my eyes. I mean, you can really make a name for yourself in the Duke-UNC rivalry, right? Like, Austin Rivers, I got to say, is like not one of the greatest to ever play at Duke. I mean, he was fine, but like that shot he hit at Carolina, he's immortalized forever, right? Like, that is just like... He hit a game-winning shot in the Dean Dome against North Carolina. It's a Duke immortalization for, like, that's it. That's it. Like, it'll just be, everybody will know, everybody knows about it. Otherwise, that season would have been rather forgetful. Like, that Duke team didn't really do much in terms of the postseason, but it was just that one play, and we'll never forget it. Imagine Khan with long hair, straight Viking. Yeah, probably. So what are we, up 7 here? 8 minutes to go. Carolina 0 for their last 4 and 1 for their last 8, so they have certainly cooled off. They're down to 45% shooting here on 22 of 49. They are 35% from beyond the arc, 7 of 20. The 2 turnovers for Carolina this half brings the total up to 5, but Duke still has more points off of Carolina's turnovers than Carolina has off of Duke's turnovers. We've turned it over 14 times. Oh, no, sorry. That stat is backwards. Sorry, no. Carolina's got 16 points off the 14 Duke turnovers. I mean, they haven't capitalized that well, but of course we've taken 6 less shots than Carolina. Carolina's got up 4 more shots than us, The turnover story, I mean, it'd be crazy. I can't, if we were to win this game, so it's just like, wow. Like, especially with turning it over 14 times. You just say, well, you shouldn't really win that one. We've been doing much better in the assist category, though, in the second half. This second half here, if we just go to the second half, we're 14 of 27, but 6 assists. Sorry, we've made 11 field goals. 11 field goals in the second half, and 6 assists on those field goals. So slightly over 50%. That's what you want to see. That's the type of good Duke offense that we wanted to see. So here we go. All right, let's go. So Carolina with 7 seconds on the shot clock here. I really want to deny the entry pass to RJ Davis here. I don't want to see RJ Davis get this ball with, like, you know, in this last 7 seconds here, because he's going to put up a shot. He's going to make it. Going to put up some, like, ridiculous 3 from the corner. I don't know. It's going to go in. So 6-5. All right, now Davis does have it. 4, 3. Dave, there's the 3 from Davis, just as I said when he missed it. Malowacz with the rebound. Okay. And almost went exactly to script. 3-pointer from Davis in the corner. Wild shot as the shot clock came down. He just happened to miss. Thankfully. Bounce pass to Knipple. Flag is going to set the screen for him. The 2-man game. Flag going to try to go up, and he can't get it, even though he gets the rebound. Can't get his own miss, or he can't second chance opportunity himself. Davis, he's asking Withers to go off the corner. Cadeau is going to shoot 3. Ugh. Big shot by Elliot Cadeau to keep Carolina here within striking distance, right? We were about to go up 70-61, and now it's 68-64 after the flag missed twice. Cross-court pass to Knipple. Knipple going to go for 3. And he's got the 3 right back as Cadeau hit the floor. That's what I was talking about earlier, right? When Knipple was wide open in the corner. I mean, Flag made both free throws, so it was net, like, you know, -1. But still, Withers thought about 3. He's been taking them, but not making them. Here's Withers now. He's going to drive baseline. Malowacz, good help defense, and just wild shot. Great help defense by Kaman Malowacz on that particular possession. Brown and Proctor at the scorers table here. Knipple driving. Knipple with the right hand. Con for 17. 9-point game right now. Big possession here for UNC with 6 to go. Come on, boys. Here's RJ Davis on Malowacz again. They've liked that matchup, and now over to Withers. And now it's still Malowacz on Davis. Is he going to drive him? And Davis going to try to go left. And he's going to give it up to Cadeau. Cadeau inside. Oh, what a block by Flag! Wow! Saved it! That was enormous. 3 blocks for Cooper Flag. Foster driving in. Gonna give it to Malowacz. Oh, it's gonna wind up in the hands of Flag. This is a wide open 3. No. Oh, come on. So painful. Oh, that should have been a turnover by Davis, but he saves it. Cadeau on the deck. Cadeau high off the glass. Not quite. Foster on the floor. Now James. James one-on-one versus Davis. James with the Euro step. See ya, James! For 2. And Duke by 11. Wow. Timeout. Yo, this block. I can't believe that Flag missed the 3, but anyway. Oh my God. What a save. What a save. That's just eraser. This is a 2. I love this hustle by Caleb Foster, by the way, to poke this out to Sion James. What? Okay, Caleb Foster has had a really tough season, but the fact that he is laying it out on the floor here late in this Duke Carolina game, props to Caleb Foster, man. He's scored, he's got assists, he's played great defense. That, oof. This has gone exactly to script with the Wake Forest game. And I'm curious if anybody asks John in the postgame about it, and he basically responds like, yeah, like, look, we've been here before, like the game at Wake Forest. We knew that Carolina is a good team, that they're going to keep it close, and our guys responded, and that is the best part about what, the second half here is our guys responded. Actually, a very low fouling half. Like, there's only 3 fouls for Duke and 2 for Carolina. So the teams have kept it, like, very clean in the second half. Cooper Flag still has 3. So he's played the entire second half. St. Mary should be moved to the Pac-12. All right, so Carolina after the timeout. They've executed well in the game so far out of timeouts. Cadeau, it's blocked by Foster! And Malik Brown tries to save it. They're saying it goes off the shoe of Cadeau, but actually no, Carolina will save it. Caleb Foster with another huge block here, erasing what would have been a Cadeau 2. Although Cadeau's hesitation here did not help him. He did not help himself. Carolina still has an opportunity here. 4:36. Let's see if Duke can close out this possession defensively. Oh, Lubin almost loses it there. Powell. No, actually, it goes to Lubin. Now it goes to Powell. Powell gives it up to Davis. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, my God. Cheap foul. Cheap foul by Proctor there to reset the shot clock. Carolina will have more time. Time is ticking off. The time is our friend right now if you're a Blue Devil fan. And Cadeau has it here. 15 on the shot clock. Surprised I didn't reset all the way up to 30. Anyway, 8 seconds on the shot clock now. Davis, looking at the shot clock, sees he has to make a move. Seth Trimble from the corner for 3. Yeah. He got it. Had to have it. Had to have it. It's because we couldn't close out the possession. 75-67. As we tick under 4, Duke needs a bucket here. We need some good offense, actually, on this possession. And Malik gives it to Flag. Flag almost gets it stripped away. Foster asking for Brown to move in, and now Brown is going to go for 3 again. Oh my goodness! Malik Brown, are you kidding? What? Cadeau can't believe it either. Cadeau just looks like he gives up. Seth Trimble for 3. Too strong. Rebound to Lubin. He loses it. It goes off Brown. That'll be the under 4 timeout. 3:15. Yo, Malik... I can't even believe it. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Another one. Incredible. What a difference maker, man. Malik Brown has been what a difference maker. I mean, Malik Brown is 3 of 3. Hasn't missed. Okay. He's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. He's playing with 3 fouls. And defensively has been playing phenomenally well. Last media timeout indeed, finally. We'll go. This will be it. So Duke by 11. Carolina with 3:15 to go. The clock is not your friend if you're UNC. By the way, if you're new in here, thank you for joining us here on this Saturday afternoon for the Duke-Carolina game. Go ahead and hit the sub. The like and the sub here will be live until it's over. We could have as few as 2 games left or as many as 9. Hopefully it's 9 and not 2. I just can't believe that with 14 turnovers and Cooper Flagg with 3 fouls since the first half, since like essentially 4 minutes left in the first half, we find ourselves up 11. Shane is back. Welcome back. I mean, RJ Davis, who started... Carolina came out on fire in the second half. RJ Davis started hot. He got 5 points right off the rip. Hasn't scored since. Hasn't scored since we made the defensive adjustment of moving Malik Brown on the switch over to RJ Davis. Davis had his way with Tyrese Proctor, which in and of itself is kind of uncharacteristic because Proctor is usually a lockdown defender. Just hasn't worked that way this afternoon. The rebounding margin, though, still well in Duke's favor. Plus 15 for Duke in the rebounding column. Very, very impressive. I think I do like our position here. I'm trying to look at the sort of averages. RJ Davis averages 17 points per game, which is actually lower than he did last season. He was averaging around 19 points per game, and he's got 20 tonight, which is like right on cue. Trimble averages 12, has 7. Ian Jackson has 8, averages 13. He's below. Lubin is slightly exceeding his average of 8. He's at 9. And Withers has his. So, I sort of understand where you guys are coming from, but, this, oh, yeah, Duke is, just the better team, and therefore, in the fullness of time, will, somehow win. But, in Duke, Carolina, it just doesn't happen it just doesn't always happen that way. Because, I don't know, you throw the rankings out and we've won games against Carolina where we've been the worst team. And, you'd be like, well, Duke really has, Duke's the worst, not as good a team as Carolina, and really has no right winning this game. But that is a fantastic defense there between Flagg and Knipple. And that is going to be the and one for Tyrese Proctor. And probably the one that sends Duke to the regular season championship for the ACC. This is what we wanted to see here. Rewind it for a sec, because this defensively, hands up, both of them. It's just smothering defense between those two. Get it to go, and beautiful finish here by Proctor. He misses, actually, but we're up 13 with under 3 to go. A miss here by Carolina is going to be quite deadly. Here's Malik Brown and RJ Davis, who loses his footing and has to pick up his dribble. He's stuck at the moment here, and James now on Van Allen Lubin, and we have a cheap foul. And that'll be the 3rd on Sion James. That'll only be the 5th team foul for Duke. So no free throws. Carolina will inbound. It looks like everybody feeling a little bit better. I guess Vegas was right. The line was 11.5. Look where we're at. We're at 13 with 2.5 to go. Davis cuts baseline here and go Powell for 3. Can't get that to go. That was a huge possession. Malik Brown, weak side rebound. And Duke can just take its time here. We should not shoot this. I would even take a shot clock violation, honestly. We should not shoot this with any time left on the shot clock. Let it tick under 2 minutes. Shire asking for Malik Brown to come up and screen for Flagg, and Flagg gets it here. Flagg going to go on Powell. Really tough. No foul called. as we do tick under 2 minutes. So Carolina with an opportunity. Great defense there in transition by Sion James to deny RJ Davis. Malik Brown almost gets his hands in the way of that pass. Davis is 3 no good. Davis comes up with his own rebound and flies in there, but can't score on that attempt. And so that is like the last desperation for RJ Davis. Carolina, with only 3 fouls right now, has to like foul us 4 times. The Cooper flag with the emphatic finish. And that is going to be the end of it. Oh, Seth Trimble leaves it on the rim. It's over. It's over, guys. It's over. We survived. Wow. Crazy. The defense really showed up in the second half because Carolina, again, has been averaging 90 over its last 6 wins. We're going to hold them to something in the low 70s. Malik Brown just trying to go for another one. No, the gratuitous 3-point shot doesn't go. RJ Davis. Gonna put it over the top to Lubin, and Lubin will score 2, and that'll be the final timeout that Hubert Davis has. As we are down to 40 seconds left. This is going to be the end for Carolina. Actually, I guess Dan Schulman was saying that Wake Forest will take the 4th seed. I thought Carolina takes the 4th seed. But maybe not. Maybe I was wrong about that. Did Flag just say I own this state? That is funny. Oh, goodness. Oh, we have a crying Tar Heel! Rewind! We have a crying Tar Heel! This is what we came to see! So Duke will sweep UNC for the regular season, go 19-1 in conference. Ian Jackson will foul, but again, as I was trying to say, while Cooper Flag dunked it on the top of Carolina, Carolina has to foul us 4 more times, now 3 more times before we can even get into the one-on-one, and RJ Davis will exit the game. So yes, not only will we sweep Carolina, we will go 19-1. We will win the ACC regular season. We are in the ACC tournament #1 seed, okay? And we're a lock for a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. This is a quad 1 win, beating Carolina at Carolina. Lock it in, boys. Lock it in, boys, because here comes the postseason. This is when it gets real. Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated. Foster can't get the right-hander to go. Had to take the shot anyway. Seth Trimble turns it over, and that is going to be it. As Sion James is going to dribble it out, and it's a 13-point victory for the Duke Blue Devils in Chapel Hill. And Duke is the regular season champion outright. Incredible. What a season. Yes, and I forgot, as Herbert Williams pointed out, the #1 team in the country. ACC champion, #1 seed in the tournament. We're going to be a #1 seed in the NCAA, and we will finish the final regular season poll #1. Everything in its rightful place. Knipple with 17. What a season. GTHC. Go to hell, Carolina. Go to hell. Just got to win 9 more games in a row. That'll take us to 37-3. Jesus. I was listening to a little... So this team will get to hang a banner in Cameron, at least for the ACC regular season. And then we're going to have to hang one for the tournament. All right, so for us, the tournament will start next Thursday. I don't know what time. I don't know if they know the times yet. Tournament times. That's the Big Ten tournament. Okay, let's see. All right, it'll be at noon. That'll number 1 seed game 8 will be Thursday at noon. That'll be a tough one. This is the Thursday, tough one for me to do. Thursday at noon, which means it's 9 o'clock on the West Coast. That's insane. All right, so that is our next game here. Duke with the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament, the 13th of March. Yep, okay. Noon on Thursday. And then 7 p.m. Friday, which this is fine, and then 8:30 the next game. Okay, so then it sets up okay, but all right. So fantastic game by the boys. Probably a game that we deserve to win it because of how we fought. In the first half, we definitely did not deserve to win it because of how because of all these turnovers, though. That's definitely not a great, that's definitely not great. We'll close that down. 14 turnovers, and yet somehow we still win. I mean, Carolina manages to get 9 more shots off because of those turnovers, and yet they shoot a very poor percentage, below 40%. So our defense was fantastic. It was almost a mirror image of the first game, where in the first half of the first game at Cameron, Carolina put up 25 points in the first half and then 45 in the second. In this game, they put up 42 in the first half, and then Duke locked it down, clamped it down defensively here, and they only put up 27 in the second. So it's more or less like what we did in the first game. Duke just very consistent, just kept on scoring, though, even despite that run by Carolina to start the second half. But I mean, great from Con Knipple here. 7 of 10 and 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. 3 assists. Duke ends the game with 14 assists for 31 makes. And in the second half really is the story here. 9 assists on 17 buckets. So, Flag at 6 of 15, not great, not efficient. But Proctor at 6 of 10, very efficient. 7 of 10, very efficient. Sion James, 6 of 8, very efficient. We had folks in chat calling for a big game for Sion James. Y'all got it, and we needed it. Unfortunately, Isaiah Evans, not what I wanted to see, but Malik Brown, man, 2 fantastic, like those huge 3-pointers for Malik Brown, just sensational. And then, all in all, we got the W. That's it for the regular season. We will see you on Thursday for the game against, who knows? I don't actually know who we're going to be playing. We'll have to see. And then Friday and Saturday. So hopefully we have a very good weekend coming up. Until then, everybody stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the basketball. And we will see you for the ACC tournament. Have a great rest of your weekend. Good night and go Duke.